Yo, we back again. Nico, Rico, you good, man? Every
Yeah, why
time,
did you do
every
me like
time,
that?
every
That
time,
was
no.
mad funny.
Every time, every time,
No,
every time. It seems like every time.
what was we finna talk about?
We're gonna talk about negativity, okay? Why is it? I'm asking you this. What for your outlook on this? Why is it that negativity moves so much faster than positivity?
Because negativity, is something we got in our brain since for evolution. You you technically need that to be able to have evolution and just have human beings survive. So
We need
when
negativity to
when
survive.
yeah, because that way you kind of protect yourself.
Adversity. It's not
Adversity.
adversity is the same as negativity.
Well, adversity can bring about negative thoughts and or
Yeah,
situations.
okay, okay.
So, for example, you see something negative on the news, your brain pays more attention to that because it's not. It can see it as something bad
Cautious and
that can be dangerous to you or
okay,
those around you.
okay.
I think that's
So
what I strongly believe.
so why do people draw the negativity about other people? Like why is there so much attention to drama? Why is there so much attention to when people are hurt or they fail? Like why do we like to see? Well, I'm not say we specifically, but why is it always been known to that people want to see the hero fall, the champion fall? Why is it that people
Oh,
like
that's
to
different.
like when there's negativity? Why do people feed into negativity? Why do people feed into the ratchet? Why do people feed into the deprivation and the degradation of people? Why do people feed into haters and ops? Like everybody feels like they got a hater or op on them. Why tell me something? Why do people not feel why so many people not feel that they're valid or they've become successful if they don't have someone envious or jealous of them? Why is it?
First of all, people in many aspects are like little kids. Most people, I don't care how old you are, you still want to be accepted a little too much.
Accepted.
So by
Which is not
accepted,
acceptance is not negative, but
it's not.
okay.
I think it makes you a B, in my opinion. But
Acceptance?
you want to fit in. You see everybody talking about, oh my odds, my haters, they're envious, they're this and that. You want to fit in, and subconsciously you're just trying to be part of a group. So group thing is something I'm going to bring up a lot. Um, one, two. It's a lot of times people don't feel valued if they don't have someone feel some type of way for them. And I'll explain myself. Like those people who always need to be in a relationship and be told, oh, I love you, you're so hot, or you're so handsome, I want to go out with you,
Romantic
blah
validation.
blah blah.
Yeah.
That's on the positive aspect. So you're relevant because you wake up something in me.
Okay.
So same thing for the negative aspect. So I hate you because of this, or you did this to me, and I'm still butthurt about it. So I'm trying to come at you. Or you said something about champions fall. They are falling. People, there's something you like we have in our brains as humans to excuse ourselves of everything to protect ourselves. So if you, for example, you're a guy, you've been working out at the gym for 5 years, you're mad full, and then you're sitting at home watching like I'm sitting at home watching a video of you on YouTube. I'm gonna say what most people do is say, "Oh, he's on steroids. Oh, he got all the time in the world. Look, I got two kids. I'm so busy. I'm so this. I'm so that." So you try to protect yourself, and you bring out that negativity to say, "I'm not lazy. You're cheating or doing something."
So yeah, so it's an offset, like volume, so that I can feel more positive about myself. I'll utilize negativity to bring you down, and then offset. I feel more positive about myself.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like same thing with the drama. Drama's two people fighting and everything. So your brain, your subconscious sees it as it being negative. So it's negative. It can come after me. I can die from this. Like your brain and your body, they're constantly they don't have this culture thing we have. So they're always constantly thinking about surviving. Your body and your brain don't want to be successful and get a bunch of girls and have a good job and have a bunch of money. Your body doesn't think like that. Your brain doesn't think like that at its core. What you think about is surviving. That's why you eat a lot of food, you don't work out, you get fat because your body wants to store that energy for later. Same thing, your brain does that. Your brain does that all the time. You're trying to protect yourself.
Your brain will, that's why I guess the brain is easier to steeped in biases because you've taken on things that shape your beliefs that for sole protection of protecting yourself.
It's all about protecting yourself and staying alive for another day.
But that's why the ideas of risk, you have to take there's positive and negative risk. To see a lot of positive results, you do have to take some type of risk, right? You could take negative, reckless risks that have, sometimes I guess the outcome. The outcome is usually what's positive and negative, but it's also the approach of the risk that you take. Some negative risks, like, yo, that risk you're taking is bad. You know, smoking crack. That's a negative risk because we know the outcome of that.
Yeah.
Positive risk. Hey, if you eat healthy and you go to the gym, what's the risk? The risk is that you have to diversify your diet. You don't know how you respond to it. This vegetable you might have a bad reaction to it at first. That's the risk. You take it, the supplement, exercise. You might risk an injury, but if you run, you'll get better. You might play a sport, you might get injured. You might play soccer, you might get injured. You hurt your ankle, but you'll get better in the wind. You'll get more skillful. I just find it interesting in regards to negativity because negativity is gravity. Negativity goes downward. Positivity goes upward. Positivity goes against the psychological gravity that's easy to lull and settle in one place. Positivity demands that you get up and you move. Negativity basically says sit in one spot. And I was wondering about when people when we talk about that offset, when people look at dysfunction and they like dysfunction, they like to see dysfunction to compare to their lives. Like, look, they're so messed up. I know I'm not messed up. I'm not messed up like they are over there. The fact that you like to see dysfunction means you at your core, you have dysfunction here. Like you said, protect yourself. You believe by seeing and attributing and being attracted to dysfunction, you're constantly getting messages that my life is not like that. Protecting my mind, you're protecting your biases.
Exactly.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that. But then when you're in an area or an environment that's not chaotic, that's not dysfunctional, you don't know how to function. Oh, I'm not used to this. It's too good to be true. A positive becomes a negative. Positive environments, positive desires, positive motivation becomes a negative because
becomes unwanted, undesired.
Yeah, because you're so used to a diet of negativity. What blows my mind, and maybe I'll ask you about this. How is it that we as a society, we know better, but we don't do better?
Because it's all like I said, it's all about culture, man. So if you see these songs getting number ones all the time, they get played at the club, they play at the radio, whatever people like. These drama, Kardashian shows, whatever shows, the reality shows, soap operas, movies, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're so well accepted into society, and usually people with a negative outlook or a negative persona shown to the world get looked up to versus the positive one. Like if you go out spreading negativity, that seems normal and okay. Like, oh, you can't mess with this guy, he's serious. But if you spread out a lot of love and you say, thank you a lot, I love you a lot, I appreciate things a lot, and I show it, you get seen as weak. Yeah. So you don't want people to see you that way, and you don't want to surround yourself with people that way.
I got a question.
That's what I think.
I got a question. Cool. We'll pull off of that. Do you believe the person that spreads the message of love and acceptance is disregarded because that message is, because it's all inclusive, it's not selective, and people want to have individual selectivity? Like, I want to be considered special above all others, and your message of inclusive love and everybody's equal and all that lets everybody in. Everybody's equal. I don't want to be, at my core, I don't want to be equal. I want to be treated special. I want to have privilege. Do you believe a lot of people out here really want to have individual privileges and individual considerations, and that's why collectively, even though messages of positivity and inclusion and love are best for every individual and society, because people selfishly want their own privilege, we collectively reject that because we collectively want our own.
I think being part of a group, so being part of as a collective like association of people or whatever social activity is more important than you wanting to be privileged. Because even if you want to be privileged, you on top of that want to be in a group of privileged people. You want to hang out with people with the same privileges as you, or even if you have a little bit more privilege, even if you're on top of them, you're technically still in a group of privileged people.
Yeah, you still want to be amongst a bunch of privileged
Exactly.
people.
So if you want the privilege on top of all things, you also want the collective. If you want the collective, you don't necessarily want the privilege. If that kind of makes sense.
Say that one more time.
So if I'm somebody who really values the privilege, so that's what I want, but I also want to be in the collective part. If I only want to be in the collective part, maybe I want the privilege, maybe I don't. But the collective part is in both people.
Part. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that.
That's kind of how I see it.
What about individuals that I came this thing about people, sapiosexual people who are attracted to
brains and
intelligence. You seem like you already got a feeling about it. Do you think that people are legitimately attracted to individuals that are intelligent, or do you think they're only attracted to intelligence, not intelligent people? They're attracted to people who maybe only sound intelligent, or they're attracted to intelligent spheres. Like I'll just give an example. I know I don't know anybody who's attracted to ignorance. People are attracted to their own biases and their own ignorance about things, beliefs, systems. Like they go to where they have like-minded individuals. So I think that's when people are attracted to like-minded ignorance to feel comfortable. Yeah. But I think I don't know anybody who's literally attracted to unintelligence. I don't know anybody who's attracted to unintelligence, unless intelligence makes them feel uncomfortable, whatever level. But do you think people are really attracted to intelligent people, or do you think people are attracted to just the sphere of intelligence? They just want to be around intelligence. They don't really care for intelligent people.
I think it's more about the intelligence being one of the aspects that really attracts you to somebody else. But it's not like, oh, you're really intelligent, I'm attracted to you. No.
Yeah.
I don't think
because you're intelligent, I guess all of a sudden.
So you're intelligent? Oh, I like you already. Like I'm interested in you.
No. Yeah. Because intelligence can be feigned. People can be highly intelligent in a few particular areas and dumb in others. So.
Exactly. I mean, attraction, people don't like to admit it, but it also has to do with physical. Now, intelligence can bring you in and open the door for you to meet somebody else.
Yeah.
And then you start getting attracted to them. Now you also like them physically. Okay. Or you're at least okay with them physically. But you still like them physically.
Yeah.
So it's both
people
parts.
Out there who can like people who are dumb as a rock, but they got the bankroll. So
exactly.
Okay.
Or you being out with a hot girl, she's not the most intelligent, the most whatever, but she's hot. It can be either way too. I've met girls who are really smart, really mature. They're okay looking, but then we get to talking. I'm like, wow, like I'm really liking this girl. But now I also like you physically. So it's just you can't just the sappies. They just say it to sound smart, man.
Yeah,
it's not real.
I guess to wrap on the negativity thing. So is it? I guess there's because there's a market for it. As a competent and progressive, technologically advanced society, I know capitalism has a big part of it, but why, as a functional and intelligent society, why do we still market and cater to negativity, social negativity, intellectual negativity, bigotry, biases, and all of those things?
Because like the negative feelings like you have inside your heart, because everyone has them. If you see how to explain it, negative feelings, like I said a little bit ago, they get demonstrated a little more comfortably. If I'm pissed about something, I'm more comfortable at showing it than if I really love something and I'm a huge fan of it. I don't know what it is, but culture and all that. And now if you see that negativity out there, you're like, oh, I can identify with that.
Mm.
So not only do I really identify with it, but then there's also a social aspect to it. Like this is I won the jackpot.
Dang. So do you think that negativity is more personal than positivity? Like
It relates to people easier than positivity, yeah.
really, that's crazy to me because
That's what I think. That's not how I feel, but that's what I think about it.
That's what because I know everybody. Like I look at Disney World. Everybody looks at Disney World like, oh man, that's Disney. Oh, okay. We might not all feel the same way about Disney, but we know it's a happy place. But then when I see people when there's negativity, like when they see fights and they see whatever, I see people really get invested in those things because they seemingly can relate more to the negativity and dysfunction more so than the positive. Like positive is okay for me, but positive is really for everybody else. It's for everybody. So because it's for everybody, that's just what it is. But it's like when I see people with negativity, it seems like their negativity is an intimate one-on-one type of thing. Like I said, go back to haters and ops, or this song speaks to me because it's like I've heard so many different songs that talk about hating someone or what someone did to me or revenge or so many things. And those songs get or making fun of exes and just the negative relations between human beings. And those songs get so much attention. And I'm like, wow, like really like we are so invested in negativity. And negativity doesn't
we're overly invested in negativity.
Overly. And you know what? We don't live a cautious life to where we need to be bombarded with negativity for the sole part of our protection. We don't really need it. We live in a somewhat safe world. We should be listening to aspects of negative. There should be negative, there should be negative messages of being protection. Like, look, trafficking, drugs. So there should be messages about negative things, but there should not be the glorification or the marketing of negativity.
No, of course
to make
not.
money. But we live in a capitalist society, so it's like we'll sell whatever.
If it makes money, they'll do it. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what's sad. And what's more sad about it is like that was my other point.
Yeah.
Seeing this, like we do this, like people who are adults already got their life and stuff. So now the kids see it and they're like, oh, so this is the world I was introduced to. Mm-hmm. And now I'm in it. So now they do it, and that negativity, it carries over after we'll be gone.
And it's natural to them. They don't have like something else to contrast it with.
It's gotta things that are not cool have to be made seem cool for people to want to do it, especially the kids, because they're so impressionable. I think the word is. Yeah. They're like surprised by everything. So if there's a wave of something of someone that starts like a positivity, like actual thing, like positivity is cool. Mm-hmm. That's a way of maybe starting to kind of change the world.
Yeah, but
it starts with the kids. But for us, it's too late.
But they market like success is great, but they also basically say success is great, but success through underhanded means is okay.
Success what?
Success through underhanded means. Like, look, like, hey, you want to be successful, but it's like a lot of times I see people saying you don't really want to be successful. When you be mature and know the reason, the positive reason why you should be successful is for legacy, for security, and for to better the world. But the short-term success is basically you want success because you want to let people know you're better than them. You want to be able to give the people around you something to hate, because infamy is greater than being famous. You want to be famous and you want to be infamous. We want the people that love you to love you, and the people that hate you to hate you even more. And you want that feeling. You desire that feeling. That's a short-term feeling. You want people to be envious of you. People gonna love you, but you really are something when people don't like you and they're envious of you, when they want what you have, but it's yours, it's individual you. Because a positive thing, right? Positivity.
Not as fun.
It's
really toxic. It's really toxic.
It's like positivity says you want to share it with the world. Negativity is basically like, y'all can't have it. This is mine and mine alone. I'm at the top of the mountain. Positivity says there's enough room at the mountain for everyone. Or you know what? It's not, when we talk about getting to the highest part of the mountain or being at a lower level and having comfort, the positivity says we all don't have to be at the mountain. We each get to the top of our own mountain, but we all should be in a safe spot. Negativity basically says like, look, y'all can't get to the top of the mountain. Y'all ain't gonna knock me from the top of the mountain. The top of the mountain is only meant for me. The rest of y'all is busters. Y'all can't get up here. Y'all are beneath me. and that negativity feeds the ego. Positivity doesn't really feed the ego until you mature and say, like, you know what? I'm a good person. Yes, man, you are a good person. Look at your good works. Other people echo.
But it's not a flex. It's a flex to be a bad person.
But see, it's crazy. It's a flex. Why is it a flex?
And even me, like, I don't know if I've said it on this podcast before, but like when I've had relationships where everything is like so good.
So good.
And things just fall into place, and we're so happy, and this and that. Like after after a couple months, I mean, yeah, but that's not what I was going for. After a couple months, I'm like, man, I want a little action.
You want a little edge.
I want a little, just like,
you want a little.
Oh, you don't like that? Oh, what? What are we gonna do? Like, it's been a while. Like I want that fire. Like,
you know what? I think.
It's really toxic, but I like it.
What I think that is. I think that is a way of our defense system checking to see if our security.
I want to recalibrate myself.
Something, but I think we do that with each other. We test each other to see if we've gotten soft and we can still defend ourselves or still maintain security. So, in a relationship with someone, when we talked about sarcasm the other day, okay, is your skin still thick or have you softened up? You know, we'll say men and women, they kind of go at each other and they're frustrated and like, okay, well, can you still tolerate stress and frustration? Because while we're here in a controlled environment, we could poke at each other and have the ebb and flow, but we still stay strong. Are you still in the psychological, mental, emotional gym working out? You know, you can rest, but you rest too long, you get flabby, you get weak, right? We still expect this level of strength from each other, because when something really negative comes into our life, I want to know that you've seen negative things before and you can deal with that. That's why I think a lot of people have trauma and they do struggle of. They don't feel comfortable in relationships that aren't in struggle because
100%.
Yeah, that's so toxic.
100%.
They view a strong relationship as one that can constantly bear the weight of stress.
And when you think about it, it's really sad that we think like that, or at least some people who think like that, or when I thought of it, it's so sad. It's like you want to fight to feel good, like,
yeah, but
weird.
The fighter, the warrior during the times of peace feels like he has no purpose.
Yeah, I know.
If
soldier, baby.
If fighting defines you, fighting should not define us, but we got so used to that. Negativity should not define us. Humanity should be defined by positivity with the understanding there is negativity. But we must always answer with positivity. We must always want the best. The fact that a lot of us don't want the best for others, we only want the best for us. And not only want the best for us, I want the best for you. I want the best for myself, so that there's no other positivity left and you get negativity. I've seen it so many times in my own personal life. People who want the win, but it's not enough. I want you to lose. We both can't win.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I can't win and you just neutral. You know, I'm sorry, runner up, second place, whatever. No, I want to win. I want you to utterly lose. I want to be able to look at you and know that you lost, and you took a loss. You suffered a loss. You lost something while I win. And that depth, that gap of this and that disparity, to where people are that invested to where I don't feel like I've won unless you lost. Yeah, I've had that happen a couple times in my life, and I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I lost, but I'm not suffering a loss. Nothing's being taken away from me. You good?
Yeah, that's why I think also, when you have friends, with your family, with your relationships, they always, like, when I start like having something with someone, I'm always the one thing I'm the most curious about. Well, the second most thing I'm the most curious about is what you act like when you're pissed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need to know what you like when you're pissed.
Yeah, are you vindictive? Are you passive aggressive?
I have to know.
Yeah. So, but I was just having that conversation.
It's a very important thing.
About transparency and disclosure that kind of trips into that. But yeah, no, it's very important to see, because, and I'm gonna wrap up with this and we'll be good. I noticed that the people that screamed the loudest about equality and fairness and everybody should have a fair turn and everybody's valid and everybody's valuable, when they don't get their way, when they have to issue those same considerations for people they don't like, they don't. They're just as bigoted. They're just as against people. They don't view people they don't like as human beings.
Oh
So
no, they're objects.
they become objectified as evil, or they become the person's like, you believe in equality, you believe in fair chance, you believe in what? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You know the people that you don't like, the people that don't agree with you, the people that you've been fighting with, they're human beings too. They deserve equality. They deserve you to fight for them too. Like almost like fighting for like ex-cons and people who are in jail. What you mean? I don't respect those people. I don't relate to those people. Those people aren't even people to me. Oh, okay. So there is a disparity. There is a disparity. Most people only support the people that they agree with, they relate to, or that they like. As soon as you want to know what a person really, like you said, to get pissed off, give them another human being to fight for that they don't agree with, they don't like, they don't respect. That's the civil rights movement. That's a lot of different things in that regard.
It's very important.
It's very important.
How you deal with negativity.
Dealing with
and feelings of negativity.
Yeah.
Wanting to do harm is a very important thing. So if you're surrounded by too much negativity, we gotta reevaluate our decisions and then maybe walk away.
Yeah, or strive to do something better. Like I will strive to be better, and it's better to pay the cost of positivity, even if you're gonna take an L, then pay the cost of negativity, because you know that the cost of negativity it might
you'll recover from it sooner or later.
You might be lower to pay the cost of negativity, but it's more frequent. The cost of negativity is more frequent because more people buy into negativity.
Yeah,
positivity it's a higher cost to take that L. But you know you need to keep paying it. Oh, I need to pay it for
exactly.
I need to be back.
You need to look for adversity that brings a reward, not negativity.
Yeah. Necessary adversity that brings a gain or positive that has a yield of a positive outcome. That's what's up. Hey, that was good. That was good. There you go. See?
21. Can you do something for me?
All right. When we get knocked for that, I'm taking that out of your promo.
No, because it's not. No.
Yeah. I know you didn't. That's why
you don't even check what I post. What you talking about? You don't know nothing.
Hey, not in front of the fans, bro. Not in front of the fans. Okay.
Watch our next damn video. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Rico, for this podcast. Thank you for watching till the end. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment your most negative thought in the last 24 hours. Right. There you go.
All right, cool. Y'all have a good one.